Bonjour, Mayowa.
Bonjour, Innocent. How are you?
Fine. Can you hear me clearly?
Yes, very clear, Innocent. Go ahead.
You know, this topic you're discussing, this is what they don't talk about in our churches. So I think it's a very, very important opportunity to discuss about this.
Thank you.
There are so many misconceptions surrounding sex and virginity.
Yes.
First of all, I just want to correct one misconception that people have about the female genital organ.
Okay.
No matter how much a woman engages in sex, her body never expands. Even after childbearing, the body contracts. So it doesn't, even if you sleep with 10,000 men, the body still remains. So sexual activity doesn't expand the woman's body. So it's a very huge misconception people are having about that.
Oh.
Some people are made like that, with large genitals. Some people are made with very, different size. It's just the biology that is set up like that. So people having the conception that, oh, if a woman engages in several sexual activity, it's a very, very, very wrong misconception.
Okay.
And then another thing is that this sex thing you're seeing
Yes.
is a very, very serious stuff. I used to think people think that it's about religion. People do. There are actually, I don't know if you know about this, that there are two reasons why people engage in sexual activity actually.
Okay.
They say the first one is for procreation, to make babies.
Yeah.
And then the other one is for pleasure.
Yeah.
So in most cases, animals in the animal kingdom, they don't have sex for pleasure. They only have sex to procreate. Once the female animal is in heat, that is the only time she allows the male to mount her. But the only situation where you see these two reasons for sexual act is only in humans. We will first of all have sex because we want to procreate to make babies.
Yeah.
Or we have sex for the pleasure that comes with it. If you observe among animals, maybe the lion kingdom, it is a very painful act to even engage in sexual act because the male penis has some cactus-like materials hanging around it. So it's to stimulate the fertilization in the female. It's a very painful process they go through. So my point is this. So the notion of having sex for procreation as it is submitted in the Bible, that aspect is over. Usually, if you ask our parents in Nigeria, some of them they don't even know what is called kissing sex. The only thing they know is just the woman lie down and the man just climb her, release, she gets pregnant and give birth to 7 babies or 8 babies afterward. But times are changing, generations are changing, and a lot of things are coming into places. The idea that we should keep telling people don't have sex is a myth. People are more exposed now. People are tempted to try some of these things. It will never work. There is no Christian today in the world. They will be so quick to point fingers and say this person is sinning, this person is this. But there is no Christian in this world today that will come out and say, hey, they are keeping. In Nigeria, they are all being hypocritical about it. Some of them have thought about it, some of them have. They say even the thought that if you just think about it, they are already sin already, so nobody is sent about it. And the kind of food substance that we eat now increase our sexual libido. The spices we put in our food and all those things. So it's a different generation now. So the only thing we can do, which you are doing right now, raising this topic and discussing it, is for people to be more open-minded and speak about it and encourage safe practice of sexual act. Virginity, if you like, be a virgin. Virgin Mary. That one will never keep your marriage. It will never keep your marriage. It will never keep the marriage. People, me, I don't mind. I just want a good woman. If you're good, once we're compatible, I'm okay with that. If you think your virginity will make you automatically virgin, just what than the one virgin. What they actually mean is somebody who can just be loyal.
Yeah.
Somebody who is not spoiled, somebody who, what they call spoiled is mean somebody who is not wild sexually, somebody who is not vastly sexual experience, who can just be promiscuous about their sexual lifestyle. But in reality, what they want is a woman, even after being this virgin, can go around and do this. Just like the example of the pastor, I made a comment, I don't know if you saw it. of a pastor, of a Nigerian pastor who got
Yes,
married and
I
she was
saw
asking
that and
for
I
divorce
read
after
it.
work because
Yeah, I
she
saw it.
was so frustrated by her husband. And she was frustrated by her husband's performance, so she said she wanted to divorce. And one thing we need to understand is that we are asking for women to provide their virginity, but we're not asking the men.
Yes.
Why?
Yeah.
That's where you need to know that there's something wrong with this kind of idea.
Yes.
You are asking the woman, if the virginity is good for the woman, it should also be good for the man, because
Absolutely.
the man. So if virginity doesn't profit a man, if a man is not required to bring virginity on the table, then why should it be required for the woman? Why should it be required for the woman? So that idea of virginity, just like I said now, it is impossible to maintain that ideology. The only thing that is possible now is to encourage safe sex practice. What you said about anal sex that people are indulging is risky. It's very dangerous.
Yes.
Most people partake in that. Another thing you need to know is that people have different bodies. I didn't know about this. I only learned about this recently. I only learned this recently.
Okay.
They say that women, I learned this in a sex education class. They say that different women have different, or they call it erogenous zones. The part of their body that pleasure them the most.
Yes.
They say that there are women that are clitorians.
Yeah.
Those ones cannot enjoy sexual penetration. They only enjoy sexual stimulation. When their body is being stimulated, their clitoris is being stimulated, that's the only way they can have sexual pleasure. And if there's any act of penetration, they don't enjoy it at all. They will never even enjoy it. So if a man doesn't even know these things, he might just be thinking that maybe by penetrating the woman, he can be able to pleasure her, but it's all false genie. And then there are women who can't actually be stimulated through anal sex. There's that spot that is positioned there. So people have different position in their body, different women with different body pleasure, with different zones in their body that can promote proper stimulation, that can pleasure them. So people need to know these things about their body. Like a woman needs to know this about her body and can be able to communicate this to her man or her husband. And the men too need to understand that there are women with different bodies. Not every woman can just rush and penetrate and boom, she get all the pleasure in this world. So you can find 7, 10 women seated in one place, but all of them have different erogenous zones. All of them have different parts of their body that stimulate them.
Yes.
So if you see some people who are constantly driven to partake in anal sex, some of them get their pleasure there. Like some women cannot even attain orgasm through vaginal penetration, only through anal sex, because that is where the pleasure organ is. So a lot of things, a lot of misconceptions surrounding these things like that. So this is my final point. People should focus on practicing safe sex, not just talking about virginity. Or the people you hear them talking about virginity are people who are very religious about it. And we have seen that some of those practices are no longer doable. They are no longer tenable. So we should stop deceiving ourselves.
Brilliant.
Nobody only pass.
Brilliant. Innocent. What did you say? Women have different. Is it origination zone, or what is it?
Is it what?
You said women have different zones. Is it origination? What did you say it is? What's the word?
It's called erogenous zones. Erogenous.
Like erotic. Yeah.
Yeah, it's from the word erotic.
Okay.
Erogenous zones. They call them erogenous zones.
Erogenous.
They are different parts of the body. Yes. So let me give you the three parts actually.
Yes.
The first one they call it the clitorians. Those are the clitoris. It's from the word clitoris.
Okay. So
the clitorians are those ones that gain their sexual pleasure through clitoris stimulation.
Okay.
When it's properly stimulated, those class of women are prone to lesbianism, because if they try a lot of men and they are not getting the pleasure that they want, they will be tempted. They will be tempted to go with a woman. There was an article of a lady who said that she had a friend. She was attracted to a female friend who engaged her in lesbian sex. She said that she had been having sex for many years in her life, but that was the first time she attained orgasm in her life, because a female lady, had stimulated her body. So after attaining that orgasm, she fell in love with her female partner. She wanted things to continue. The female partner wasn't interested because she was married. She doesn't want her husband to find out all this. So the complication came in and she became heartbroken. She wanted to be with a woman. because no man can satisfy her. And she will find it hard to communicate her desire. So people, clitorians, those ones, they find they need stimulation. They need their body part, their clitoris to be stimulated. And there are people who, with the penetrative sex, who can attain orgasm through penetration. Then there are people, those one with the penetration, their G spot is placed inside their body, so it makes things easier for them inside their body. And then there are those ones who get their stimulation through anal sex. Their G spot is placed in their anal, actually, the anal cavity. So people need to understand some of these things. There are so many myths about it, and then we don't get it. We just get frustrated. And then there are those ones too who is exactly their boobs that actually stimulate them. So it's very funny about it. All these things. Yeah. So it's called erogenous zone. So you just like EROGENOUS, erogenous zones. Yeah.
Okay.
Zones.
Yes. Okay. Erogenous zones. Okay. Wow, that was a lot of education. Thank you very much, Innocent. Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. Brilliant. Okay, guys, man, I've you know what? I've just learned so much already today. I didn't. There's some things that I knew, but there were some things also that I did not know, and I think there are a few things I didn't know. Yeah, I could share it with you if you wanted. I knew that some people have their erogenous zones, so where they feel pleasure during sex. I know that some people have it in the anus cavity. I know that, and especially a lot of men do, and that's why some men think that they are gay. But there are ways of stimulating that without you putting a penis to stimulate that. You can actually stimulate that with your finger. You don't have to go through with something as big as a penis or as large as a penis to stimulate that cavity, because you just need to be able to locate that cavity if that is what you are. You're not gay because your G spot is in the anus. Your erogenous zone is in your anus. It doesn't mean that you are gay. No, it doesn't. It just means that it needs to be stimulated, but not necessarily by penis. It can be stimulated by finger. Why am I doing this? This is sex education. Anyway, we might as well do it because it's Love Lounge. So anything for our sound mind we would do. So I also, so it's both men and female. It's not just female. And I like that Innocent shared that with us. The education part, I think really seriously, jokes apart now, right? Both male and female, you need education in this area. I love the beginning of this, the understanding, the basic understanding that Innocent shared with us, that there are two reasons to have sex, right? The first reason is for procreation, to have children, to have babies. That is what the Bible is actually on about, is procreation. If you are in that line of just having sex for procreation, that is okay. You don't even need to be pleased, okay? In fact, that you can even do it better now. You can just not even have sex at all. They can insert sperm inside of you so that you can just be an incubator and just have the baby. And the second reason is for pleasure, which is for you to enjoy your bodies, both your body and the other person's body, to enjoy it, feel stimulated and have orgasm and enjoy the whole sex act. It's not just the end, which is orgasm, but also or release. It is also the whole process of it. That is for pleasure. That's what most people opt for that. In fact, a lot of people don't have sex for babies anymore, because how many babies can you have? Animals can do better, okay? Dogs can do better than humans. So if you want to have sex, if it's for babies, I don't know how many babies you can have. And also it will be unfair, because there's some people that cannot actually have babies on earth. They can't. They don't have that capacity. God did not build them or create them with that capacity. Not because God is wicked. It's just because he didn't, okay? He created you for a purpose, and that purpose is not for you to go and procreate. It's not for you to have babies. So are you saying that the Bible doesn't include those people? So I think it can be for both. It can be for both procreation and it can be for pleasure. If you decide that you want to have sex for pleasure, then it's not a sin when you are educated. I find a really good way to talk about this now. Thank you, Innocent. I find a really good way that sex is for two reasons: is for procreation, and secondly for pleasure. So if you're on the side of having sex for pleasure, let's get to the right hand side and let's talk. If you're on procreation, please get out of get out of here right now. Okay, go and have your babies, go and donate, go and get sperm that is donated, and keep procreating for us in the world, so that we can have a lot of workforces in the world. So if you understand that, and you understand that it is a myth for you to be having sex just for procreation, now some of the food that we eat, the lifestyle that we live, the things that we see is now actually enhance us to feel that we want the pleasure of sex, which all makes so much sense. Food increases our libido. You know, what you eat, what you drink increases our libido. Okay, we have a caller. Hold on. Hold on. Hello, caller. Hello.
Hello, Mayowa.
Hello.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon. How are you?
First, let me commend Innocent for the good job.
I know Innocent is not so innocent, is he?